I'm going to see how my tortilla came out. Now remember that I didn't rest it properly, so it's not going to be very pliable, but I've got my little comal here, my little cast iron skillet, and it's already warm. I can put my hands to about there anymore, and well, I dry my fingers. So I'm going to just cover it a little teeny tiny bit with cooking spray. My grandma always used to keep just a piece of lard there, and she would take her fingers and go like that with it. Get sort of a bacon greasy feel to it. And so here's my nice little tortilla that I've made. And you're just going to put it on there. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's got a nice little sizzle to it. And I do not like to burn my fingers, so I am going to use a spatula to take it off with. My grandma just used her fingers. Man, that lady was tough. But I'm always afraid of burning myself, so I use the spatula. And we're just going to leave it there for a few minutes. Now, unlike a pancake, this does not turn bubbly on one side, and it doesn't get drier on the top, so you cannot tell from the top if it's cooked. Most people use their nose. You can sort of smell the difference in the dough as it's going. I have no sense of smell, so well, we're just going to have to hope that I didn't burn it. And I'm off screen talking. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm rolling out another tortilla. I got to tell you, it's been resting for a few minutes, so the dough is a little bit softer. Yes, I have that on. That would be my husband making sure I'm doing a good video. Thank you, sweetie, for checking on me. Now, it's not ready to turn yet because the little speckles are just a little too light and golden in color, and we wanted a nice, rich brown. So we're just going to leave that there. And I'm off screen making a very rectangular-looking tortilla. Fortunately, if you pick them up and hold them in the air, you can just sort of, pull them out a little bit and they get a little rounder there. So not the world's most round tortilla, but as we look at it, it should be brown enough now, and we're just going to put that there. My skillet is big enough and these tortillas are small enough that I can put two of them on the edge. Oops, that didn't land on the cast iron. And we're just going to let that cook there. And, most efficient use of time is while the first one is cooking, you're rolling out the rest of them. And my dough is getting nicer and softer by the minute. I think I'm only going to do 3. I'm going to leave the rest for my husband, and he can roll them out. And then we'll have some really, really good tortillas because the dough really has changed a little bit in texture. You can feel it with your fingers. It's softer, it's smoother, it's more pliable. And best of all, it rolls into circles better because, we don't want those artistic tortillas. We want the round ones. By the way, one of the hints to get a round one is to always roll from the center out. Don't try to, get fancy off the edges. And then when you pick them up, you just sort of rotate them around a bit. Hopefully this guy is done. Give him a little bit more. I'm almost concerned that my skillet is not hot enough. So we're just going to leave that there. And again, this one here doesn't have a perfectly round shape, so I'm just going to sort of play with it a little bit. You got a little square edge there. You just sort of let gravity work and give it a good tug. And it's getting rounder by the second. And we're going to call it done with because, again, we want a nice soft flour tortilla. We don't want a cracker. That one's almost ready to go. We're going to put that one there. And then, if possible, you want to keep them folded inside a fabric to keep them nice and warm. I happen to have a little tortilla holder. It was a present for me from someone who is special, so I use it all the time. And it was hand embroidered. And I'm going to just put it there. I don't even have to put the stove on the warmer. And the warmth from the fabric will keep it warm. Probably in the kitchen we'll just, eat them as fast as they come off the stove. So let's check this guy here. He's nice and lovely brown. And he's got those characteristic bubbles there that we want, the little brown dots, the little speckles. We want to make it a freckly tortilla. And then this guy is not going to be ready to go. He's just going to sit there and be sad for a minute. But that's it. That's what we've got for tortillas. And again, you're looking for that characteristic brown speckly portion of it. We'd like it all over the tortilla. And then let me go check this one here. It's a little bit hard, and I knew it would be because I hadn't rested the dough properly. But what I want to do is I want to put it in some butter. Just going to dip into my butter bell here. You didn't see me do that. I used a knife, and my husband didn't see me dip into the butter. Dough is a little bit chewy, and again, I expected that because I didn't give it the 10-minute rest, but the baking soda, the salt is equally distributed. and it's got a nice, lovely texture, and it's cooked properly. So I'm enjoying my tortilla. Put that in there to keep it warm. I'm using a knife to properly butter it. Got a little bit of melted butter on there. And yes, that was me talking with my mouth full. All right, I'm going to do these last tortillas here. Oh, lovely. Look at those nice big blisters and burns on it. And we're going to put that in the warmer. This one's going to get flipped. He's got those characteristic sprinkles on it. And that's how you cook your tortillas, guys. Hope you enjoy them. Bye.